Hey adrenaline junkies, get ready for high-speed pursuits, flawless PIT maneuvers, and split-second decisions that turn routine stops into pure chaos. Brace yourself, the chase starts now. On January 19, 2023, a routine patrol for the Georgia State Patrol turned into an unforgettable day for rookie officer Nussel. It all began when a white Nissan Murano with a shattered rear window fled from a traffic stop. But moments later, after Nussel performed a PIT maneuver, the situation spiraled out of control, transforming a standard pursuit into a tragic chase that no one saw coming.
Back to our channel.
At speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, a single light PIT maneuver sent the car flipping multiple times before slamming into a concrete barrier and coming to a stop. The driver, identified as Humans Paget, wasn't wearing a seatbelt and suffered fatal injuries. The cost this time was far too high, a tragic reminder that playing with speed doesn't just endanger those behind the wheel, but everyone around them. On the night of September 7, 2022, while directing traffic on a congested interstate, an officer spotted a red Pontiac Grand Prix speeding at 50 miles per hour down the emergency lane. When the car finally stopped, the driver tried every excuse she could think of. But moments later, the woman made a shocking decision that caught both the officer and her boyfriend completely off guard.
And my sister might have something in there as well.
Hey! Hey! Stop!
We're almost to the bridge. She wrecked out far east of 10:15.
When officers arrived, they were stunned. The car had split completely in half after slamming into the back of a semi-truck. Even the responding officers could hardly believe what they were seeing. The driver, identified as Brittany Johns, miraculously survived with only injuries and was taken away by ambulance. A handgun was later found inside the wrecked vehicle. Everyone knows the dangers of drinking, but it's not every day you see someone drunk driving straight into a police car. In February 2022, a dispatch officer in Middleton, Wisconsin, was responding to a hit-and-run when chaos struck. A driver, going the wrong way, slammed head-on into a patrol vehicle Shocking moment caught on camera. When officers approached to assist the driver, identified as 26-year-old Sergio Ramirez, they quickly noticed something was off. His behavior was erratic and unfocused. It didn't take long to realize his condition had little to do with the crash itself.
I was already there.
You're already where?
With you.
Anyway, we're getting everybody to check on that other car versus tree.
I was already with you, and you were already with me.
Before I checked
Bro,
the area,
bro,
I didn't see anything on me
this is stupid, dude.
Officers later placed Ramirez in an ambulance and transported him to the hospital, where it was revealed that he had a prior conviction for driving under the influence. In the end, he was found guilty of causing injury and sentenced to 5 years in the Dan County Jail.
We're trying to help you.
Bro, I was
Just relax.
I was standing here and like
In February 2022, a New Mexico state trooper on duty spotted a vehicle speeding and dangerously weaving through traffic, signs that the driver might be under the influence. The officer immediately activated his emergency lights, but the driver refused to slow down, forcing troopers to step on the gas and engage in a high-speed pursuit across the highway.
672 second vehicle is still riding on my shoulder, moving right to left, avoiding vehicle, still light traffic. Still continue westbound at 91.
Go ahead, 10-3.
The driver attempted to create an obstacle by swerving directly into another vehicle, a reckless move that only made things worse.
Uphold on a maroon Chrysler and New Mexico insurance plate unknown.
Once again, he tried to ram another vehicle, but this time it backfired. The fleeing car flipped at nearly 100 miles per hour, ending the chase in a violent crash. The driver was taken into custody, and officers were shocked to learn he was just 19 years old. After everything he caused, the court sentenced him to only 18 months of probation. What do you think about that decision? Let us know in the comments below.
675, rollover 1045.
Contacted another vehicle. It's gonna be out 89.
675, I-40, shut down westbound, rollover.
Exit the vehicle!
Call. Where at? To me. My phone. Hey, I don't care about your phone. Step towards me. Call towards me. Keep going. Keep.
Cool.
Yeah, that's me. Did we check on that other car?
672.
Free of cost. You have the right to stop answering my questions at any time.
You're saying the first one.
You understand your rights?
A reckless criminal sparked a high-speed chase through Portland after stealing a federal SUV and pushing it to 120 miles per hour. On April 24, 2024, a handcuffed sex offender was seated in the passenger side while officers searched his home. But when police announced they had found his phone, containing key evidence, he made a desperate move, jumping into the driver's seat and speeding away in a stunning escape attempt. Police didn't rush to approach the overturned SUV, knowing there were 2 rifles inside. Fortunately, the suspect chose to surrender peacefully, stepping out of the vehicle without resistance. He was later taken into custody on an active warrant, facing multiple charges related to illegal possession and distribution.
Car with you? No.
Hello. Are you hurt?
On October the 24th, 2025, officers and paramedics responded to a crash on Novi Road. After receiving medical attention, one of the drivers involved suddenly jumped into the ambulance and took off. What could have driven him to such panic that he'd steal one of the most noticeable vehicles on the scene just to escape?
Section south, no highway, please.
Ready on,
It's into the construction zone. On the way. Double 9.
In construction zone.
Ready, everyone, County. Ready, can we get 90?
you've got a blown rear tire on the passenger side.
Refill through center.
Collision at 8 back. Collision at 8 back.
Collision 8 back.
The driver sped through a construction zone, blowing out a tire before running a red light and causing another crash at 8 Mile Road. An ambulance was heavily damaged and caught fire, but officers quickly pulled all 3 occupants to safety. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. The driver, identified as 33-year-old Changlin Lee, now faces felony charges including carjacking, fleeing police, and assaulting an officer. His bond has been set at $5 million.
City say collision at 8 back.
Affirmative. Collision 8 back. The Asian male driver left the vehicle.
A routine night on duty for Meredosia Police in Illinois turned unforgettable when an officer clocked a driver speeding 54 miles per hour in a 25 zone. During the stop, the officer smelled a strong odor of alcohol and noticed a box of drinks on the passenger seat. But when asked to step out of the vehicle, the suspect refused, hitting the gas and fleeing the scene despite the officer's desperate attempt to stop him.
Truck off. Turn the truck off. Turn the truck off. Nope, 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 nope. Morgan 203. 70.
Yeah, traffic stop. Vehicle finally stopped on a Waffle Bridge. Suspect got out of the vehicle and fled. Possible 1055. He had a floated firearm in the vehicle. The Pike County arrived. You can start that way.
As the officer approached the crashed vehicle, the suspect inside suddenly attacked him without warning. Other officers quickly rushed in, assisting the injured officer and subduing the suspect. The man, identified as 29-year-old Daniel Bowen Payne, was charged with first-degree attempted murder and sentenced to 28 years in prison. The officer later made a full recovery, but the incident serves as a stark reminder for all law enforcement. Danger can strike at any moment on the job.
Out. Suspect just wiped out. Get out of the vehicle! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Down, slow it down, slow it down.
On September 18, 2023, a Dawson patrol officer spotted a silver Ford Focus speeding and changing lanes recklessly without signaling. The officer immediately activated his emergency lights, but instead of slowing down, the driver accelerated, reaching over 88 miles per hour in a 55 zone during rush hour traffic, putting everyone on the road in danger.
Lane change erratic. Left lane coming up on, you can see it still see the it's gonna be overturn, start EMS. 1050 overturn EMS, please. 75 northbound, ramp to 166. Ramp to 166, I'm gonna shut it down.
At speeds over 100 miles per hour, the driver tried to exit I-75 in a desperate attempt to flee. But he lost control, crashing into an embankment and flipping over before coming to rest in the middle of the highway. Within minutes, officers arrived at the scene and approached the wrecked car. The driver was later pronounced dead from the impact. Once again, it's a tragic reminder that obeying the speed limit is never optional. It's what keeps you alive. On the morning of December 10, 2023, Florida Highway Patrol spotted a gray Chevrolet Suburban speeding northbound near mile marker 36. Realizing the serious danger the driver posed, officers activated their emergency lights and ordered the vehicle to stop. But instead, the driver pushed the gas even harder, accelerating to an even higher speed. front tire of the vehicle blew out, causing the driver to lose control before crashing straight into an active construction zone. He was quickly taken into custody and charged with reckless driving, fleeing police, and 3 separate counts of DUI.
Who was the one that's involved in the signal board?
On December the 27th, 2021, Florida Highway Patrol clocked a vehicle speeding at 104 miles per hour in a 40 zone along Beverly Parkway. Officers immediately initiated the pursuit and executed multiple pit maneuvers with precision, yet somehow the driver managed to break free, pushing the car even harder in a desperate and reckless attempt to escape.
Foxtrot 1396. Left on Blue Angel.
Airport outbound Blue Angel from Poplar Hill Road.
Crossing Blue Angel. I bet him. He stopped. I bet him. He's still running. Remember, he's bound back on Bellevue. Open drive, left open drive.
Airport westbound open drive. Virgin eastbound open.
That's ready.
Criminals can't outrun the law, and this case proved it. The suspect's car was struck with multiple PIT maneuvers before he abandoned the vehicle and tried to flee on foot. But thanks to the help of a K9 unit, he was caught almost instantly. A search of the car revealed various drugs and a large amount of cash. The suspect, identified as 18-year-old Trequis Davis, was taken into custody and now faces charges of reckless driving, evading police, and drug possession, with a potential sentence of up to 13 years in prison. Another chase ends, but the adrenaline keeps running here at Police Chase 360. From near misses to wild pursuits, the action never cools down. Stick around, subscribe now, and let's dive into the next chase together.